Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how I take apart this arch that I made for a back to school. So let's get started. So I basically just laid the arch down, I walked it back. As you see, these are 2x2 plywoods that I have. I am sliding that EMT pipe off that's attached to the plywood by EMT. And those are, and I'm going to list all of this in the description box. I was getting a few questions, so I figured I was going to the school today to take these down. They were up for about 3 weeks now. The 2x2 plywood, on top of that is a flange, a metal flange, which is a 3/4 inch flange. And then it's a 3/4 inch nipple, 8-inch long. And you attach the flange directly to the plywood. And then the nipple is screwed into the flange, and then the EMT pipe, which is a 1/2 inch of EMT pipe, that is slid into the nipple, which I keep them all attached, and I tape the nipple and the EMT pipe together. And when you have those two, you just slide that PVC. As you see, I'm popping the balloons off the PVC pipe now. This is a 3/4 inch PVC pipe with the bells on the end. So these are the gray ones, not the white ones. The white ones, you have to get the caps, and the caps, as I worked with them before, they pop, they crack. So the gray ones have the bell already on the end. You can tape them when you put it together. You can tape them, but you really don't need them because they pretty much stay tight and secure when you just have those on it. So I'm just taking this off, and this was a 15-foot arch. So I used I used 3 5-foot posts to make an arch, and it was a little bit over 15 feet, because once you slide the PVC onto the EMT, it usually don't go all the way down the nipple because the nipple is pretty thick. So it usually kind of sit on top of the nipple, and then you usually have to use maybe a quad or two to fill in the bottom part once you lift up the arch. But I suggest using at least 3 PVC pipes, depending on whatever size you're making, because you want to have the middle one with no bells on it, and you want to have the 2 on the sides to have bells on them so they can connect in the middle. And I say that because you don't want to have only 2 PVC pipes and then the middle part is where it's connected and it's at that bending peak, because you don't want it to like pop or pull apart. So you want the at least 3 poles, 3 PVC pipes, and you can cut them to whatever size you like. As I mentioned, cut one of them with the bell off and cut the other 2 leaving the bell on so they all can connect together. And then the size of the PVC all depends on whatever you're making. I have like 3 8-inch ones where I can make a 25-foot arch, and these ones were all 5 feet, so it made a 15-foot arch for this. As you see, we was in the basement, so the doorway was pretty small, so the 15-foot was perfect for this size. If you want to do even bigger, you can do a 30-foot arch, which you don't even need to really do any cutting, but only maybe cut one of the pipes with the bell at the end of it, but it can just be 30 inches roughly. A little bit over with the nipples. But I want to show you guys up close how everything looks. So again, this is the pipe, the EMT pipe with the nipple at the bottom. So the nipple is taped directly to the EMT pipe. You want to tape it going not around, but kind of I don't know how to explain it, but you want to tape it going to the side or something like that, and not just right on top of each other, so it doesn't slide off or anything. And then the nipple is screwed directly to the flange, and the flange is screwed directly to the plywood. And don't mind that little block that I have on mine. You don't need it. I took my plywood, these 2x2s, to a wood shop guy because I wanted the screws to go I didn't want it to be screwed down. I wanted it to be like a carriage bolt coming from the bottom up. And he suggested these screws. They call sex screws or something like that, and they basically connect from the bottom and the top. So it's like they close off, which is pretty neat. So I didn't mind, and he wanted to put this block on it. I didn't really care. It didn't really, cost no extra money. nor does it mess up my design in any kind of way. So I just let him do whatever he felt was better. So that's what he did. You don't actually need it though. And if you want, Sandy Missouri is a YouTube channel as well. This is where I got this whole idea from, and I just followed her steps, and it pretty much worked out for me. And I suggest, if you don't want to invest yet in like the AeroPole system, which I will be invested in that pretty soon, so I will let you guys know how they go. But for now, I will be using these. And when these, I use this for indoors and outdoors, and they both went really well. If you go on my Instagram page, you'll see like the outdoor one. It was a red and white, red and white spiral about a couple weeks ago. And I use sandbags to sit on top of them indoors as well, just so they're not moving around anything, because the plywood do move pretty easily. So I have sandbags that I just sit on top of them for each side. But this is everything, you guys. I hope this answered most of you guys' questions. If you have any more, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.